Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Alexa, and in today's video I will be telling you guys, reviewing all of the books that I've read since January. So basically in January I filmed the last reading wrap up that I filmed because I haven't had that many great reading months since, at least for me. And usually my reading wrap ups are between 10 and 20 books, but I've only read by the way, one book read is amazing, but for me, I've been in a reading slump because I've been reading a lot less because of school and everything. So I've only read 19 books since in the past 3 months. So I thought I'd do a little reading wrap up. I have my computer next to me and then I'll go through each of the books individually. If you do want to know though, my TBR for this month, actually you can go into my May monthly reset, which I will link right here. I'm gonna stop pointing to where I'm gonna link it because I don't even know which side it is because I don't do it often enough. But yeah, if you want to go see which ones I want to read, and then I might tell you guys which ones I have actually read by the end of the month. So if you do want to get a little glimpse into what I might read this month, then go check that out. So yeah, let's get into this video. Alright, so the first book is actually one of my favorite books so far this year, and it is Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. So this book, I think I read it in 3 days, which is surprising because it's a 600-page book, which is this tall, and if you take a look at the writing, it is tiny. The writing is minuscule, but I loved it so much. It was a 5 stars for me. I really loved the plot. The romance in this was amazing. I already want to reread the series, and I cannot believe that the third one is only coming out in next year in January. I don't know how to survive without it, you know? But anyways, yeah, I love the whole plot, the fantasy in this. I love that I really dove into this world even more. Because I felt in the first book, it's really a nice introduction and you don't see too much world building. But I like that she kept world building so that it wasn't too intense, all info dump in the first book. And I love that we were able to see a different side of all the characters. After that, we have Betting on You by Lynn Painter. This was a 4 star for me. This book was so cute. I love a good Lynn Painter young adult romance. I've only read one of her new adult ones, and that one I didn't like as much, but I loved The Do-Over. I loved Better Than the Movies. Better Than the Movies will still be always my first, my favorite one, because I think it was an Enemies to Lovers or something like that, which I do love, but it just wasn't as good as Better Than the Movies in my opinion, because that one is just a cute romance, and it's kind of childhood friends to lovers. They're kind of enemies, but they're not actually enemies. And they've known each other their whole lives, and it's kind of an it's always been you thing. It's amazing. Then I read Shut Out, which is the second book of the Rules of the Game series by Avery Keelan, until the month of March. And I know I'm gonna get it back into it with some of the books that I want to read this month. I was in a hockey romance era. I think, from January to March, I read, let me count, So 4 out of the 27 books I read so far this year were hockey romances, which is a large percentage because I read so many different types of books. And then that's still in March. And then in February, not in March, in February, I really liked it. I liked the continuation of the series. I love the characters. I don't remember much from it, but I just know I really enjoyed it. It was cute and good, and I would definitely reread that series again. And I cannot wait for the third book, if there will be one. I think there will be one. I love Avery Keelan's writing, by the way. It is so good. Then we have a reread of one of my all-time favorite books ever. This was the last book that I read in February. In February, I only read 4. Yeah. And it is Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. I love this so much. It was so cute. Love this so much for a second time. I love Brie and Archer. I will always be rereading this book. I read it end of March. Wait, did I read it end of March, or did I? Wait, why did I write February 27th? Yeah, no, I finished this on Valentine's Day, I think. Yeah, I finished this on Valentine's Day. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's not, because on my Goodreads it says February 27th, but no, it was February 14th, which was the perfect day, by the way, to finish this. Archer's Voice will forever be in my top list of favorites, even though it's like I haven't reread it as much as other books. It was one of the romance books that has marked me the most in my life and that I think about the most. So like, even though I don't reread it that often, that doesn't mean that it's not one of my favorite books of all time. Then I have another reread because, wait, no, before the reread I have, yeah, that is the next. I have another reread, which is a book that I've read 4 times in total. So if you can't guess that already, if you've been here for a while and you haven't guessed that already, then what are you doing? That book is Defy Me by Tahara Mafi, which is the 4th book in the Shatter Me series. I didn't do a full reread, I just did this one because the last 100 pages of this, about 100 pages, the last 100 pages of this book have my entire heart. It is probably my favorite part of this and Ignite Me are my favorite parts of the entire series, and are most likely the reason why I've reread this series so many times. And then we have Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This was the 2nd Abby Jimenez book I've read, I think. And honestly, I don't go with the series that she has, because even like though they're interconnected standalones, I kind of just go with the vibes of what I'm feeling. This one, I think, yeah, I read in one day. It was so good. I think I did read it on my Kindle. Or wait, did I read it like this in the, sorry for that. Where was I? But yeah, I think I read it one day on my Kindle, because it's on Kindle Unlimited. Yeah, that's what I did. So basically, there was a little period of like a week and a half where I was reading a lot. And that's usually how it goes. Like the first week and a half of a month, I'm reading a lot, and then I just stop reading because there's like assignments and all that. But this one was really good. I love Abby Jimenez writing because it's never just a romance. I love that there's always a deeper part in like the deeper part of each character that we get to see. Each character has something that they're going through at the same time. So I really like that it shows a lot of depth and character development, and I really love her writing style, and I really want to read all of her books. Like, that is my goal. I've only read, wait, what were the other ones? I think I read this one and The Friend Zone, but I need to read Life's Too Short, Part of Your World, Happy Ever Playlist, all those are must reads. After that, we have Icebound by Meredith Trapp. That's a hockey romance. Again, I was still in my hockey era. I really enjoyed it. It was really cute. Oh yeah, sorry, I just remembered what the book was about. I had to read the synopsis for a second because I had forgotten, but it was so cute. It was such a cute hockey romance. I love the character development, as always. I'm sorry that I'm very repetitive with these reviews. I can't help myself. After that, we have, that one was a 4 stars, by the way. I forgot that I wasn't giving ratings, but Defy Me and Yours Truly were 5 stars as well. Or 5-star, not as well. Then we have Charlie Love and Cliches. This one, I think I rated it as 3.75 out of 5 because it took me so long to read, because basically I've been reading it on and off since last June, but I finally was like, I am enjoying this book. I need to read it right now. I think the main guy's name is William. Yeah, I think it's Charlie and William. Yes, William. I loved William, and I loved her dog that she got, her puppy, Pepperoni, not Pepperoni. He was so cute in that book. One of my favorite characters, but William. I was on the train reading that, and I wanted to giggle and kick my feet as true romance girly. Then we have the 2 first books in the Wells family. So we have Per My Last Email and Signed, Sealed, Delivered. These books honestly were very good. I originally started reading them because I had seen a reel about the 3rd book, and I was like, I need to read that immediately, right now, right this second. And then I saw that it was the 3rd book, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna read the first one. And the first one was a cute, like, best friends to lovers. I think the second one, what was the second one again? Oh my god, yeah, that was a forced proximity. Oh my god, my favorite one was probably the first one. I really love the best friend, all that, and I also really love the forced proximity one, but the first one owns my entire heart. Then we have My True Love, Magnolia Park, The Long Way Home. This book, when I tell you that I cried at the end because I was happy, and I cried because I was sad during the book. And this book is what, 573 pages. I kind of flew through it. It was amazing. I couldn't stop reading it. I was reading it nonstop whenever I could because it is BJ Magnolia. Okay, and if you didn't know, I didn't like BJ Magnolia in the first book. I kind of thought they were annoying. I was like, this is like a toxic romance. I don't like this. And then I read the second book and it was Daisy Hates, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best series I've ever read in my entire life. Still don't like BJ Magnolia though. And then I read Magnolia Parks: The Long Way Home. And when I tell you my entire life was changed, I fell for BJ Magnolia in this book. I haven't read Daisy Hates the Great Undoing and Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. I think that one is the last BJ Magnolia book. But like, I need to know what happens, and I need a 25 book series. Think the Calloway Sisters / Addicted series, and then the 13 book spin-off series about their children. This is the content that I need from Jessa Hastings. Now, I know that she is one person compared to Kristen Becca Ritchie not being two sisters. I need her to pop out about 20 more of these bad boys. I need all of them. I need all the content that I can get in my entire life of BJ Magnolia, and I need a TV series wait, A24 is making a movie or a TV series. Oh my god, wait, now I'm so happy. I want to dress like Magnolia Parks is described. I love her style, and I kind of want to be in London high society, but I also don't for the drama, because I live for the drama in books and in other people's lives. I love watching it, or like watching reality TV shows. But in my own life, I don't like drama. It stresses me out. I get anxiety, and then I get nauseous and I can't eat. So we don't want drama in my life, but we want drama in other people's lives so that I can feed off of it. I don't know. Anyways, after that, I was going on a great roll. I read Sable Peak by Daphne Perry, and this book was amazing. I loved it. I think the characters, could be wrong, but I think the character's name is Mateo Eden, and it was Vera. Yeah, Mateo and Vera. You can read it off. If you can read it off the back of the book, then you're good. But that book was so cute. It's not my favorite in the Eden series, and I was really sad to finish the Eden series because I read the first 3 or 4 books. I read the first 4 books in March 2023, and then I read one around fall last year, I think. And then this one came out around Christmas time, and I didn't read it because I was reading other things and I wasn't in the mood. But then I was like, I need to read small town romances. So I read that. And then since I was in a small town romance kick, I then went and read an entire small town romance series in, I think I read it. Yeah, I read an entire small town romance series in less than a week, in 5 days. I read the Queen's Cove series by Stephanie Archer. And oh my god, these books, they were so good. They were amazing. I love them. I want to reread every single one of them. I want to move to Queen's Cove. I love the Rhodes brothers. I want to marry the Rhodes brothers, whichever one, honestly. Now, my favorite ones were, of course, 3 and 4. So we have In Your Dreams, Holden Rhodes, and Finn Rhodes Forever. But I think my favorite, if I had to pick a favorite, it's probably the Holden Rhodes one, right? My favorite one was the 4th one. Finn Rhodes Forever. No, because the whole premise of that book, the second chance / best friends to lovers romance, I loved it. I loved it so much. It was so good, so cute. I love Finn Rhodes. Can Finn Rhodes marry me? Can he? I don't know. Will he? I mean, he's a fictional character. He can't, sadly, but yeah. And yeah, that one was definitely my favorite ones. I think go in the order literally of the books. The 4th one is my favorite. Then it's In Your Dream, Holden Rhodes. Is that? Wait, no. Yeah, it's 4, 2, 3, 1. My favorites. So, because the second one, it's about a bookstore owner, and she loves romance, and I'm like, if you couldn't tell by like over 90% of the books that I've read in the past 3 months being romance, I am a romance girly. So, of course I love the one that's about romance, a romance book reader. But yeah, and then, sorry for the chaos, by the way, it's been so long since I've read these books that nothing is going on in here. And then we have my favorite book out of, it's equal to Iron Flame, but Taming 7. Oh my god, this book has officially made it into the favorite books of all time series. Favorite books of all time list. This with all the other Boys of Tommen books. If you didn't know, Boys of Tommen is the only series that I've ever stayed up late, like 1 a.m. past that, to read a book, okay? If you don't know me in real life, and you don't know that my sleep schedule is a very sacred thing to me. I need to keep it quite strict because or else I am grumpy. And I don't like being grumpy because I'm usually such in a good mood and everything. So The fact that I stayed up about 2 to 3 hours past the time that I usually go to bed for a book series is huge. Like literally, I think I did it with Keeping 13, and then I did it with both of Joey and Aoife's books, which are, and then it's like Saving 6, Redeeming 6. Those two. I have also stayed up late. Taming 7 was the middle of the day, so it wasn't late, but I love, okay. So I loved Johnny and Shannon and Joey and Aoife, but those books were really heavy, and this one was heavy as well, but it didn't feel as heavy, so maybe that's why I'm like, I find it easier to say that it's my favorite, because you know, other ones are so deep that I'd have to be like in a specific mindset to read them because there's so many trigger warnings, and these one, they do also have trigger warnings, but the events have kind of already passed. So it's a lot less intense to feel. That's how I'll put it. You know, it's a lot less intense to read it and go through it because the characters have already mostly gone through the events in this one, compared to, this is how I'm doing a non-spoiler review of Taming 7, but in Binding Keeping 13 and Saving Redeeming 6, you're going through the motions, so you're seeing exactly how they feel in that moment and then how they cope. So that's what makes it even more rough to read. So that's why I have to say that Claire and Gibbsy would be my favorite, because it's a lot less intense and you feel a lot less, like it's a lot less of a roller coaster of emotions. So I didn't cry in this one compared to all other Boys of Tommen books where I've cried. And I love that you also saw other couples being happy. You know, that are the parts that also I really loved, because if you've read the Boys of Tommen series, you will know. But yeah, those are all the books that I read. Sorry for the chaos of this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you haven't already, go check out my Instagram and my TikTok, where I post more general content on there. I post less bookish content. So if you want more lifestyle or just funny, relatable humor content, then I would definitely go on my Instagram and my TikTok. TikTok is where I post the mostly every day I post. I try to, but I'm not perfect. And then if you do want to listen to the music that I listen to, if you want to check out my Pinterest, that's all in my bio. And I also have affiliate links, my products that I use skincare wise and all that in my bio as well. So if you want to just check that out, you can. But yeah, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, morning, evening, whatever time it is for you guys. And I love you very much, and I will see you next video.